Hey everybody, welcome back to our Liberty House. This is Lucas, super exciting. We are sharing a video today on how to build this greenhouse that we just put together, seed starting, setup. If you've been with us in the years past, you know we had a smaller one, and as most gardeners do, we wanted to upgrade. So this will at least let us double, if not triple, our seed starting output. It only took us really a couple hours to even go get all of the materials and put it together. And now we are ready for seed starting 2023. It's been raining nonstop here in Sacramento, zone 9B. So we're excited to just have spring on the brain and get seeds starting. We're gonna get into all the steps on how we put this thing together, what materials we're using for this. We'll link everything in the description below, including a blog post where you can get some more detailed instructions to follow along with us here while we put this great seed starting greenhouse together. Love to share it with you guys. Let's get going. All right, so let's get into the supplies and what we're gonna be using for this seed starting setup. So the first thing we did is we picked up this 5-shelf wire rack locally. It is like 48 inches wide, 6 feet tall, and about 18 inches deep. And so this, this is gonna be the frame, the base for the seed starting kit. It's nice because you can adjust the different sizes of, where the shelves go. We also picked up casters for the bottom wheels on it with the intent that once the weather starts warming up and we need to start hardening these seedlings off, we can easily roll this thing out to our back patio and start that hardening process. So we think the wheels were definitely a must. Now let's get into the lights. The lights we chose for this setup is we actually have 8 of these T5 LED shop lights. They're 6,500 Kelvin, which is very close to the brightest white light, much like sunlight. So you want a high greater than 5,000 Kelvin, and these are 2,200 lumen. So they're very bright, and then like I said, similar to sunlight with that 6,500 Kelvin. So we have 8 of these. So there'll be 2 lights per shelf. In order to hang the lights, we definitely wanted them to be adjustable. So I picked up these, levers, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Some pulleys here that they'll hang right here. And then you can adjust it up and down. So when the seedlings are just getting started, we can have the lights really low and then slowly start raising it up as they get bigger. In the past, we've had, some non-adjustable setups that we got some leggy seedlings. So hopefully being able to get the lights really low will make a huge difference in the legginess of our seedlings. So these, there'll be 2 of these per shelf. And then in order to hang the lights evenly, I've got some 3/4 inch PVC that I've cut down to 12 inches, and we will use the brackets that came with the lights to suspend these evenly on each side, and then just some simple eye hooks on here that'll go into the PVC as well. That way they can raise and lower evenly. All right, so what we've got here is this 1 foot piece of 3/4 inch PVC, and I've taken a Sharpie and just marked an inch on each side, just to have us, a good marking spot. And then these lights come with these brackets. So what I'll do is I'll drill a pilot hole on each side, and then we'll secure these brackets to there, and then the lights clip into these little clips. So that'll be the first step we're gonna do. All right, now we're gonna repeat this for the next 7 pieces of PVC. All right, the next steps is we need to add these eye hooks to the center that are going to be able to clip into our pulleys here. So I'm just gonna measure to 6 inches. You know, make sure you have the brackets down. And then we'll just go right on the top here. Go to 6 inches. All right, 1 down, 7 to go. All right, so all of the brackets with the PVC are put together. So I got 2 lights here. And let's see if I can do this for you guys can see. These lights just clip in. There we go, there's 1. So that side's done. That one. There we go. These are all clipped in. There's 1. And 2. And we have our lights. I take a little adjusting with the knots here, but if we want to go up, pull them up, and if we want to go down, just pull them down. There's a little lever on here that makes it real easy. Up's just a ratchet, down you just flip the lever and it'll go down. The other stuff we got, real simple to try to keep some heat in here. For the seedlings to properly germinate, is we've got just some shower curtain, some clear shower curtain that we're going to wrap around and secure to this, and then create a door with some magnets. And you know, we really haven't quite figured that out, so stick with us. But this will help keep the heat and specifically the moisture. We don't want these seedlings drying out. We want it to stay warm. We are going to get some 48-inch seedling heat mats for each shelf. They're just on order, and we don't need them yet because we're a little bit out from starting seeds. So 2 shower curtains. And then for the top, instead of having some weird plastic up here, we actually just got a plastic shelf liner that will secure to the top to help keep some of that heat and moisture in again. All right, you can see we've got the shower curtains wrapped up to be a moisture and a heat barrier for the seedlings. And so this is 2 of the shower curtains. We've overlapped them in the back, so it's like half here, half around. And what I've done is just use zip ties through all of the grommets around the back to hang it from this top shelf. And then you'll see down in these corners, we also just zip tied through the plastic and around the frame. And then in order to create a door, you know, obviously so we can get in and work on the seedlings, move them around, we strung a wire from each side here, wove it through the grommets, and then we're able to just slide open the shower curtain so we can get in here and move seeds around or move the lights up and down. And then when we're done, you know, we can pull them back tight. There we go. It's a little funky. And then we'll probably add hot glue some magnets to keep this, you know, sealed. And then for the top, we're going to add that just plastic shelf liner to create, you know, a little bit of a heat trap to get everything in. All right, so we've got everything pretty much wrapped up. We got the top plastic on, and we started hooking up all of our lights. The nice thing about these lights is for the 48-inch lights that we purchased for this greenhouse, you can connect up to 8. So that's all 8 of our lights on one connection, one plug. The instructions aren't super detailed, but they come with these connections to connect 2 lights together. And then, you know, they don't really come with instructions on how to daisy chain it, but you just need to make sure it's a closed circuit all the way down to the bottom. And then you'll use the ones with the plug and hook it up, and all 8 lights should come on. You can see, like I said, these are 6,500 Kelvin, so really bright, super bright. We've got good light coverage. If you look at my hand, all the way out here on the edge, there's light. All the way out here on the edge, there's light. So we'll get good coverage over all of our seedlings. And really the next steps for us are just to put our heat mats in. And this is one from our old greenhouse, the smaller one. If you guys are interested, if this is a little bit overwhelming for your first time starting seeds, we do have a whole video on our channel from last year about our smaller greenhouse setup. And so these 20-inch mats worked great. We've ordered 48-inch mats to go across the whole thing in order to get these seeds germinated effectively. Okay, we got the heat mats in. So wanted to show you guys some of the accessory portions of this greenhouse. You can see we have 4 of these 48-inch wide, 20-inch deep heat mats, 1 for each shelf. Again, multiple reasons why, you know, these are very important to get good germination rates. So these will stay in here until everything's germinated. Then they'll come out. With that, then we start adding our fans. And in the past with our smaller greenhouse, we were able to just use 1 fan. We'll have to see how that goes with this one. We might have to add some fans or figure something else out. But a fan for inside your seed starting setup, we think is super important. Keeps the airflow moving around, the moisture moving around. You don't get a lot of like mold or like stagnant water issues. And then also, inversely, it helps keep the seedlings a little bit stronger because it's, you know, mimicking a little bit of natural environment with some airflow moving around. So I'd imagine we might add some type of fan to every shelf. We'll do that with updates down the line, but a fan of some sort is a nice to have and a good one to have for your seed starting setup. The other thing, super important, is having some type of timer. We just use this kind of analog timer. It's very easy. It's a 24-hour clock. You set the time, and then anytime the buttons are down, it completes the circuit. So it goes on at a set time, goes off at a set time. Don't lie to yourself and think like, oh, I'm just gonna turn it on when I get up and turn it off before I go to bed. You're gonna forget. Consistency with seed starting will do you wonders in your success. This was like $11 maybe, so definitely you want to get some type of timer. You can get really expensive digital ones, or you can get a cheaper, you know, analog one like this. And then to talk about our seed starting trays, we've used multiple different brands. We're not real brand loyal to these, but we use 10 by 20 seed starting trays. This is where all of our seedlings live. This is how we bottom water. You can see a lot of our other seed starting updates and old stuff about why we like bottom watering. This is a good vessel for that. And it's easy to take whole sheets of seedlings out at a time if you need to move them around and do things like that. So 4 of these fit per shelf. And then also personal preference for us, we like to start all of our seeds right away in a 4-inch cup. It reduces the amount we have to up pot. You can see other stuff that why we like that. This is personal preference again, but 4-inch cup. We're able to fit 15 cups per tray. So quick math, that's 60 seedlings per shelf. This greenhouse, we can start, 240 seedlings, which is going to be awesome. Enough for everybody. So those are some of the accessories. Definitely look into getting heat mats, and then a fan and a timer. And then also, like I said, we like these whole trays and then the 4-inch cups. All right, that is our new 2023 seed starting greenhouse, seed starting setup, the expanded version. We're really excited to see how this thing goes and share that with you guys. We'll be doing a seed starting, not necessarily a how-to, but just like grow along with us, what we're gonna be starting, coming out soon after this. We'll show you guys everything that we're getting started to plant and probably be adding more. And we'll do some updates as this, spring rolls around and everybody's getting into seed starting. So make sure with that, you guys give us a thumbs up on this video, like it, subscribe to the channel so you can stay with us for the updates, and drop a comment if you have any questions or you think of some tips that worked out for you guys. See you next time.